Hello everyone. So in today's session we'll be seeing the structure in more detail as we have covered many about the introductory part of the structure, and we have seen with the example as well as the definition, initialization, and what are the structure variable, why we use the structure and its advantages. So in today's video we will be going to see more examples on the structure of very simple examples which will be giving you more clear idea about the structures. Okay, so yeah, let's begin with the session. So the first example in front of you is a very simple example, that is representing a point in 3D space. Okay, this is a very simple question as we have done with the 2 points. Similarly, in that way we need to add one more point and we have to solve this question. Okay, so see, first part is to write your header file. Okay, after writing header file, write your main code and now move with the structure part. Okay, so here as the example says, representing a point in the 3D space. So when you are dealing with the structure, first thing is that you need to write definition of what are you doing here, point 3D structure. Okay, remember this part. So this will be my struct. I will be writing the struct keyword, then my structure name. So suppose point 3D is my structure name, and in that I will be passing some members. What are the members, or you can call it as attributes. So see, float x, float y, and float z. These are my three members, or you can call it as attributes, which represent my 3D points. Okay, so here you can see we are done with the struct part. And remember, when you are writing a struct, after ending it, after the curly braces, when your part is over, please give the semicolon. Okay, this is a general syntax you need to follow. So yeah, now let's move further. Now we will be going to come into our main part. So here a very simple thing first you need to do, that is your declaration and what, that is your initialization of a structure variable. Okay, so how can you do it? We have learned what we have done. Write a struct, then your structure name, then in that give a structure variable name, and you can pass now points. Suppose I am passing first point as 2.5, second minus 1.0, and third point as 3.8, and I am giving now semicolon. So you can see what I have done here. I have done the declaration as well as initialization of my structure variable. Okay, so I need to display it. How can I display it? Simple thing, displaying point information. Let me write a proper comment for you, so whenever you are referring the code, it will be work as an inference for you. Okay, so let's see. While printing, please provide a proper printf statement, so you will come to know, or whoever who is looking to your code, he will be came to know what the thing is actually happening in your code. Okay, backslash n. Why backslash n? For a new line. Printf. First I will be printing my x point. I'm writing percent point to f. Why I'm writing percent point to f? The reason is I need the answer in two decimal forms. Okay, that's why you can only write percent f, no worries, but it will be giving you the long decimal value as the answer. And 0.1 dot x, as I have clearly mentioned why we are writing 0.1 dot x, why we are not only writing x. The reason is we are using the structure variable and we are calling the value from the structure variable, that is a 0.1, and in that from 0.1 we are calling x, 0.1 dot x. So this is the general representation. Okay, let me copy this line and do it for 3 times, just changing x, y, and z, and here to y and your z. So yeah, this was your simple code, and if you want one more explanation for it, I will be explaining again. But before that, let me run it for you. So you can see the output in front of you. So yeah, I'm getting my values. You can see here itself, the values are accurately displayed in front of you. Yeah, X, Y, and Z. So if you need spaces between them, you can go with the spaces. As you can see, it is not showing some spaces between it, so it is not looking quite good. If you want the spaces, so you can go and move with the spaces. So what can you do here? So the simple thing you can do with here is that simply provide a space or go with a backslash n. It depends on you, whatever things you can go. You can provide a space or go with a backslash n, no worries. So it can print it on the new line. So you can see now. Yeah, you can see X, Y, and Z. Okay, you can see we are getting answer in 2 decimals. So the again explanation for you about the code is that you can see here we have created this structure which name is point 3D, which represent a point in three-dimensional space with coordinates which we have given the name as x, y, and z. The main function declares as well as initializes a structure variable which is called as a point 1. You can see here itself. Okay, then our task is to point the information and then display it. So we are pointing the information and we're displaying it. This was a very simple and general task. So this was our example 1. Now let me comment this part so we can move with the example number 2. Okay, so see now example number 2. So in example number 2 we have a question in front of that. The question is tracking online orders. So here we will be going to see how we can track the online orders. Basically we will be seeing the things that are your order number, product name, price, and quantity. Very simple example again. You have to neatly write the attributes in the structure and the whole thing. The rest part of code you need to write in the main part. That is your declaration as well as initialization and displaying the things. Okay, so let's begin with the code. Let me write hashtag include stdio.h. Let me zoom it so you can see it properly. Int main return 0 general main method for you in front of you, and now we will be dealing with the struct. So my structure name I am writing as struct order details. Okay, so I will be taking some members or attributes in the order details of the struct. Don't forget to use semicolon, a very important thing. Int then order number. Okay, order number will be in the integer format, then your character, your product name. I'm taking the product name, then float what price. Okay, price can be in the integer or as well as a decimal. Okay, mainly most of the prices are in the decimal, so we're going with the float. Okay, now see in quantity, I mean you're dealing in the dollar, so in that cases no worries. So see, these are the 4 members or attributes we have. Now let me move to the my main function and we will see the first thing, the first and most important thing. Yeah, I forgot to give you the comment. Same thing whatever I will be writing here, definition of the what we have named here, order details. Okay, remember this part, order details structure. Okay, and here we begin with the declaration. So those students who have not known about the declaration and initialization, I have explained in this previous lecture. I have explained this all part in the previous lecture in a detailed manner. Okay, please go through it. Please go through it. I explain in a very easiest manner for you so you can remember forever. Yeah, declaration and initialization of a structure variable. So see, first write a struct, then your struct name, that is your order details, then your structure variable. Let me write as a order 1. Okay, and in order 1 I will be passing things such as 101, Let consider it as an order number. My product name, let me, I am purchasing iPhone 14 and its price is around 150.75 in that way. And what quantity I'm purchasing? Suppose I'm purchasing quantity 4. I'm purchasing 4 iPhone 14. Remember in that way. Okay. So yeah. And what will be the your assignment part? So you can say I'm taking just order one. Your task is to take a multiple structure variable like order one, order two, order three, order four, and you can perform the same tasks on that things. Okay, as I have explained the same concept in the previous lecture as well. We have done with the multiple persons there, we have done with the multiple structure variable, but as an assignment you need to work on it. Okay, remember, very simple tasks. So see now how will I will be displaying the order details. So simply I will be writing printf statement, and here I will be writing order details backslash n. So see, first I will be displaying order number, okay, percent d backslash n, and here I will be writing what, order one. From my order one, what will be my order number? Okay, in that way. This is the general way of writing when you are dealing with the struct. Let me print it 4 times. Just I will be changing it with my product name, product name, and what the thing should I write here now? Now I should write a percentage order one dot product name, and here for percent point to f, and here I will be writing price. If you want to add a dollar sign, you can add like a dollar, and here I will be writing price order one dot price, p r i c e. Okay, now the next thing is your quantity. Okay, what is this quantity for it? How much product you are buying? What is quantity? Let me write only quantity. Yeah, percent d, and here I will be writing dot quantity. I have done with my code part. Let me, okay, now it will be clearly visible to all the whole code. Now I'm running it, executing it. Yes, you can see order number 101 iPhone 14, price is something $150.75 and quantity is 4. So in a very simple manner we have done with the question number second, that was a tracking online orders. Okay, if you have not understood any part of it, let me explain you again. So what we have done here, simple thing is the first simple thing is that the general thing we have done is the structure, that is your order details. We have represented details about an online order including order number, product name, price and the quantity in this part. Then in the main function we declare an initialize a structure variable. Which, what was our structure variable? Order one. The task of you is that to go with the order one, order two, order three, order four, as we have done this part in the previous lecture for the another example. Okay, so the next thing what we have done here in this example, we have displayed the result whatever we have taken in the structure variable, we have displayed it. Okay, yeah. Now I will be moving with the next example. So you can see the intention of taking these examples is the one thing that you need to remember, how we declare a simple structure and how we declare as well as initialize the structure variable and how we print the values. Okay, let's move with the example 3. In the example 3 we will be going to see an example where we display or we use a structure to represent information about a song. Okay, information about a song. So what will be the attributes for it? First question arises, what will be the attributes? Let me zoom it. Let me write hashtag include stdi or dot h. Here I will be writing int main return 0, and I will be going and moving with my struct part now. See, writing struct, we are dealing here with song. My struct name will be song, my structure name will be song, simple semicolon. Now I will be writing the things for you in the front of you. So song contains what? Song contains a title. Let me give some size for it. Okay, song contains artist name. Okay, and what are the else thing the song contain? Song contain a very important thing you need to remember, that is the duration. Song have some duration. Okay, then the another important thing is the release year. You can go with the release year or release date. And in duration we will be dealing with the minutes, so I will be writing in minutes, so it will be simple and understandable to the other who will be seeing your program or who is inspecting your program. Okay, first thing, now I hope these steps or general steps of declaring structure and initializing all things will be clear to now, because we have done almost 8 to 9 examples on it, and it may be a very clear point to all. Same thing for our declaration and initialization of your structure variable. Okay, for structure variables. So let me write my struct song and let me write here my song. So what should be the song? I will be writing here any one song for you, as I have one song, that is the name of song is, title of song is Imagine. The name of artist is John Lennon. Okay, and the duration is around 3.0, that is 3 minutes, and it releases in the year 1971. Okay, so this is the song in front of you. So we have done with the declaration and initialization part, and your task is to go with my song around another structure variable, take most 2 or 3 structure variables, go and delete it. Okay, this is your task. So let me write displaying and displaying song information. So I will be now displaying the song information in front of you. See now what will be the way of displaying the song information in front of you. So let me write one proper line, that is just song information. Don't forget to give backslash n, so it will be going to come in on the new line. Okay, then after that printf. Now we will be writing one by one all the things. Like first will be the title, that will be percentage backslash n comma song dot sorry, really sorry, my song structure variable dot title semicolon. Copying the same thing, and we'll be just going to change the attributes. Okay, now see, instead of title I will be taking here what, artist. Then here I will be taking your duration. Yes, then the final and the last thing is your release year. Okay, artist percentage, here we will be dealing with 0.2f. okay, the 2 decimals, and release year will be %d. Just here changing the your attributes. Here will be the artist, here will be your duration, and here will be your release year. Okay, I have done with my code part. You can see a very simple code, same thing doing again and again. Let me run it. We can say I got the information, title, artist, duration, as well as the release year it means my code is working fine. Okay, as you can see in the previous lecture, we have done this code. That was your display account information. We have done with the withdrawal as well as deposit part, and also we have done with the code of employees as well. Okay, and and let me open the folder for you. That folder was our previous lecture. Where is my folder? Okay, lecture number 16. In lecture number 16, you can see we have seen lot many examples, as well as we have done with the introductory part. Here you can see we have done the example on the definition of a point structure, where we deal with the x as well as the y. Here you can see we have deal with the multiple structure variables, or we have created array where we are traversing through that array, you can see. And also the thing we have done in the previous lecture was about your, in the introductory part, I also mentioned how we declare structure person p1 p2, what it means. These are the two variables, structure variables. Okay, before going to this lecture, please go through the previous lecture. Okay, lecture number 17. It was a lecture number 17. Okay, go through that lecture. I think it was lecture number 16. Check the number and please go through that lecture, okay, properly. Either it will be 16 or 17. No worries about it. So this was all about the today's session. We will meet in the next lecture, and in the next lecture we will be starting with the function part. I hope now the structure is clear to all. Please go through the lot many questions of the structure and practice questions on the structure, as I have covered around 10 questions on the structure, and from your side I need more 5 questions as a practice. If you practice more 5 questions, you will be definitely be perfect in the structure part. Okay, so we have done with the structure in C, and in the next lecture we will be moving the functions. So bye bye to all, take care, keep learning, happy coding, bye bye.